We are starting off with our Securing the Future security career stories, featuring one of our fabulous embedded technicians, Nelson Ramos. Um, Nelson, tell me a little bit about yourself and about your current role.
All right. So I I have been in the security world now for 5 years, 5.5 years. My current role is service technician for two different VA hospitals. I'm in charge of over 450 cameras between both hospitals and about 400 access control doors. And there's also some alarm systems that I'm in charge of.
Nice, nice. So tell us about what your journey to scDataCom was. How long have you been here and how did you find us?
All right, so I've been here for almost a year now. Next month will be a year.
Feels like longer.
Yeah, it does. It feels like I've done a lot
Yeah, you
in
have.
that time. I've
Mhm.
traveled and now service technician all in less than a year.
That's right.
But
And we weathered the great Savannah snowstorm together. So,
yes, we did. I was there for that. Um, how did I find out? Well, I got referred by Edward Felice. He used to work here with us. I used to work with him at another job before this one, and that's how we knew each other. And he mentioned to me scDataCom, the great company it is, and told me about the chance of traveling and doing this type of work with him. And that's how I got on board.
so at one point in time, you and Edward were part of our dream team travel technicians, traveling all over the country, serving a variety of customers. Tell me about the different types of customers or installations you accomplished in that role.
Well, for example, in Colorado, we went to like 6 different cities around Colorado. We were installing the panels and wiring the devices and the panels for access control at inpatient VA facilities,
Hmm.
which were small facilities, not like an actual hospital.
Hmm.
And it was anywhere from 3 doors to 10 doors to 20 doors. But
Hmm.
that was one of the examples. Another one was in Texas at a DISA facility, which is high security, and we couldn't even have our on site.
Right.
And that was that was pretty special work. Never done anything like that one before. Um, we had people watching us the whole time. Wherever we were at, there was people there standing
Yep.
by us just to watch us. Um, but it was more of wiring up panels, securing it at the end, um, and also bringing up the system together with David.
Hmm.
Um,
So you were doing a lot of work with Linnell when you were in your travel role, right?
yes,
And you do a lot of access control work for us, even in your current role, although currently you're managing an Avigilon system, right?
yes.
Yeah.
We are using a Vigilance system for both cameras and access control.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we're using Linnell boards for the
Got it.
access control.
Got it. Cool. So tell me a little bit about how you started in security.
Um, Started as a conscious choice back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I had been doing cable contracting for 5 years prior to that. And having that I had a communications degree, I decided I wanted to do something more than just cable contracting or cabling.
Mm-hmm.
And that is when I decided I wanted to go into access control and cameras and this type of work.
Yep. Excellent. And what has been the biggest surprise to you from making that transition from cabling to more integrated solutions?
The surprise really has been how much um how much you need to learn about programming because
Mm,
it's not as simple as just running a few wires and just connecting them in the end and you're good to go. There's a lot that goes on
Yeah.
behind that.
So you have a degree in communications. Do you feel like you graduated with the technical tools that you needed to be successful, or was there a lot of on the job, on the ground learning that you had to achieve to get to where you are now?
There's a whole lot more on the job training and on the job learning as you
Yep.
go. I don't think there's a specific college class that can teach you what we do.
Yeah. Well, one of the big topics in the, low voltage space right now is talent management, right? It's hard to find people that want to do this work, that want to do it to the level that scDataCom, expects. And new people getting into the field, I think, are confronted with this choice. Do I just go out into the world and get a job and, get my feet wet and learn on the job? Or do I go to college or do I go to a trade school? It sounds like you went the formal education route. Would that be what you recommend to someone that says, hey, I want a career like yours? Or do you have a different path that you advise?
Um, I would advise going directly into working.
Okay.
And you need to be a hard worker. You need to be self-driven,
Mm-hmm.
and you need to want better and more for yourself. If
Mm-hmm.
you're that type of person, then you can succeed in this type of career because nobody's going to make you learn or nobody's going to make you take trainings or
Mm-hmm.
online classes. It's got to be self-driven. You
Mm-hmm.
might get the chances, but it's all on you to actually get it done. And in the last 4 years, 3 years, I went from having no certifications at all to having a whole page worth of certifications. And that
Mm-hmm.
is being self-driven because nobody will force you to get that done. You got to
Yeah,
do it yourself.
I totally
And that
agree.
is how you learn. That's how you learn and move along in this type of career.
Yeah, excellent. And it's nice to be in an industry that rewards that kind of merit-based career acceleration, right?
Yeah,
You were pulling cable, as you said, not so many years ago, which is a very solid career in itself, but now you're a systems integrator, which is really a step up in terms of complexity and job opportunities.
correct.
So very
Yes,
cool, very
big
cool.
time.
What do you enjoy most about your current role?
My current role, I enjoy the, can I say it? Just the freedom really, because it's just me out here.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody else that I need to show up and speak with or get together with to do any of my job.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just on me, and I have other peers from the company that I can call for any questions, which I do.
Good.
Um, but yeah, I just pretty much like the freedom. I like having good relations with the customers from both hospitals, both lieutenants and specifics, because that is who I report to when I go to each site. They're the ones that let me know if anything has gone wrong
Mm-hmm.
and I need to fix it. I
Right.
like being able to fix the issues that nobody else here is going to fix
That's
if it's
right.
not me.
So, from my vantage point looking in, you tell me if you think this is accurate. I see a guy who wanted to get into an industry and was willing to get his hands dirty to learn the basics and get that work experience. And as you said, grow your certification and your knowledge base, which catapulted you to a travel job, a travel role, which allows you to go to, as you said, very high security places all across the US. I mean, really big name customers that really um, impact national security. I mean, that's very impressive work. But that travel lifestyle also can take a toll on you personally. So you did that and continued to grow your skill set. And then you had some life changes and welcomed a new baby, right?
Hmm. Got a new
So
baby now.
a new baby. So you wanted something where you could come home and see that adorable baby every night.
Yes.
Talk to me about what made you interested in the role that you're in.
So, my new baby was born 3 weeks before I got the job and started the traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for those first 5 months of his life, I was doing all the traveling and I wasn't getting as much home time as
Hmm.
you would typically think of when you have a new baby and you have a family at home. The work was great, but the family, it was taking a toll on the family. I got the chance to, at the beginning, it was cover for the company.
Hmm.
I came here, it was supposed to be 3 weeks. I was going to help out cover while the company was looking for somebody to hire
Hmm.
to keep here permanently. Um, After I spent about 2 weeks here, a week and a half, I saw what the work entailed and what I had to be done. I was
Hmm.
fixing a lot of things together with Kenneth here while I was here, and they told me the details about what the job is and what it could be like and what they need from a person. And I spoke with my wife. We talked about the situation. I told her to really think about it before we made that decision because we were coming from Orlando, Florida to Montgomery, Alabama, which is a
It's a
whole
big
different
change.
lifestyle.
Yep.
Yes. Um, that at the end of that week, she decided that if it's the best for the family, then yes, she's on board with it. So she drove up with our son and with our oldest, and she checked out the area, checked out some houses, and then I spoke with the company and let them know that I was willing to make the change if it was possible. And here we are, about 6, 7 months later.
Nice. So, following the through line there of what I've seen of your career while we've been working together, I think you do a really wonderful job of advocating for yourself. I see that in the certifications that you've built up, but also in just acknowledging that the role that you're in is not suiting what brings you joy in this stage of life, and just saying, hey, I see an opportunity here, and raising your hand and saying, I'd like to do something different. And then it turns into just a wonderful fit for everyone. You get to be home with your family, and we have a trusted, talented resource at an important customer, making sure their needs are met. I mean, I call that a win-win for sure.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm very grateful
That's the
that
way
you
it
did
works.
that. Yeah. Um, all right. Well, tell me about a challenge you have overcome in your career,
In my whole career,
in your
that
whole
would
career.
be that would be having to get a little more out of the box of just being myself and being a little shy with being outspoken with other people and around me.
Hmm.
Especially in this position now. I have lieutenants with the police and other department people, deputy chiefs I have to speak to on the regular basis about issues that are going on or what needs to be fixed or concerns that they have. And 5 years ago, I would have never thought I would have been in this position, feeling freely talking to people like that.
Hmm.
That would be
Hmm.
the biggest for me.
You think the version of yourself 5 years ago would be proud of the version you are today?
Most definitely, yes.
That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. Tell me about how you continue to grow your skill set.
In this type of job, you're always growing and you're always learning. I've been doing it for over 5 years, and there's things I'm still learning.
Hmm.
As you go, you still find new things that you can learn, find new things that you didn't even know existed or happened. Um, you're constantly learning, constantly.
Good.
And any chance I get, I'm online looking for something to help me fix the issue that I'm dealing with.
Yeah. And we know that we can always count on you if the company needs a new certification or to get trained up on a new technology. We can always lean on you for that.
Yes.
If you had to give one piece of advice to anyone considering a career change into this field, what would it be?
I would say be sure that this is what you want to do. This job is not for everyone. You got to really want to put your 100% effort into it and dedicate yourself to it. If you can give it your all, if you can dedicate yourself to it, and if you're willing to learn and stay learning the whole time you're in this field and get certifications done any chance you get, then yes, you're more than welcome to come into this field.
Awesome. Two more questions for you. One, why is security meaningful for you?
Um, I like the sense of security Like,
Hmm.
for example, at home, you like to feel a sense of security. Well, I like supplying that security or helping the security at the job sites where I'm at. I
Hmm.
like to help out the hospital feel secure, feel like they have a system that actually works and helps them.
Yeah.
And that's like in certain cases where I'm looking for video evidence in the camera systems. They let me know of something that happened and I go look for it, find it, export it, and save it for them. And you can you can feel the sense of security they have
Yeah.
anytime they're asking me to do that and anytime I deliver it for them.
Right. You feel like your efforts have practical and immediate value,
Yes.
which is excellent. All right, lastly, not to put you on the spot, but what do you like about working at scDataCom?
scDataCom is just great overall. I've had a couple of different companies now that I worked with in this type of field, and overall the best has been scDataCom.
It's nice.
Since the beginning, the welcoming feeling since the beginning, um, the acknowledgement that you get from your peers, acknowledgement of everybody around you. Um, it's just been great overall. Um, you get rewarded for what you do. If you work right, you work good, you're gonna be rewarded, and you're always gonna be treated like family. That's what I like.